Think I got my swagger back.
Really rock on any block.
Really rock on any block.
Don't mind me with this bonnet, bro. So from the title and thumbnail of this video, you guys know what team and what player specifically we are going to be talking about, and that is Jayson Tatum. Now, Jayson Tatum was a top 3 overall pick coming out of Duke University. He went under Markelle Fultz and Lonzo Ball. Tatum should have went number 1. Jaylen Brown, Jayson Tatum's teammate, they both were drafted within 1 year apart, top 3, both of them. The fact that both of them are actually able to develop and win games and win playoff series and make it to the finals, lose in the finals, and then win in the finals, and it's crazy to see the progression that they've made from the draft and from being rookies and from being young cats out there trying to play the game. Now, if you guys don't know, Jayson Tatum was actually really impactful on that Celtics team as a rookie. He did end up going to the Eastern Conference Final. He goes against LeBron. He has that crazy dunk on Braun. That's one of the craziest memories I'll have. I remember I was in like, I think 11th grade, 10th grade, watching that game, and Tatum is just taking over. I'm like, bro, this is kind of crazy to see from a rookie. You know what I mean? Like, the fact that he was competing with Braun took him to 7 games. It's not like Braun took him to 5 and closed it out. Jayson Tatum and that Celtics team, how young they were with Terry Rozier. I'm pretty sure they had Hayward. I'm pretty sure Kyrie was hurt, which is why Terry Rozier was playing. But man, that Celtics team was fun to watch, man. The fact that they almost took Braun down in his prime in Cleveland when he was going head to head with Golden State. The Celtics have been here for a long time now. So in his rookie season, he averaged 15, 5, and 1, and he did have a small sophomore jump going from 15 points a game, 14 points a game to 16 points a game. It's not the biggest jump, and when you're talking about superstars and people who can come in the league and average 20 points a game, you're talking about people like Luka Doncic, Donovan Mitchell, who have both averaged 20. First time playing in the NBA, they've averaged 20. So the fact that Tatum came in averaging 14, he had more of a rounded out game, which is different compared to Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell is a crazy scorer. He's got crazy athleticism. He's a crazy scorer, so I don't really like to get into that bag. Now, if you go ahead and go from his sophomore second season in the NBA to his 4th year in the NBA, he goes from 16 points a game all the way up to 27 points per game. Jayson Tatum figured something out. He then goes from 27 points a game and he jumps up even more to 30 points per game. Now, obviously, he's gone and had many seasons in the NBA. He's able to train. He's able to get better. He's able to do this and that. I understand that. For him to average 30 points a game, and he wasn't even, I think he was just turned 25 at the time. Jayson Tatum averaged 30.1 at age 24. That is insane. 30 points per game for a 24-year-old is actually really good. Bradley Beal was averaging 30, but he was already 30 years old. You know what I mean? So it's kind of crazy to see that he was able to average 30 in the NBA. I wanted to shift over to some of the quotes Jayson Tatum had once he won his finals championship.
We did it! What they gonna say now? What they gonna say now?
And that's where a lot of the hate stems from, is these cringy quotes and things that he says. But at the end of the day, why do we care as fans what he's saying and what his quotes are? If he's a fan of Kobe Bryant, let him do the Kobe Bryant shit. If he's a fan of LeBron growing up, let him do the shit he be doing. To me, public perception and public image shouldn't matter to these famous NBA players. Like, I know they probably don't care. There's articles and stories that come out of Jayson Tatum complaining about, oh, I'm not a respected superstar in this league. People don't respect me. That none of that should even matter, bro. You won a championship. Why the fuck does that even matter? You won a championship, and then in 2022, you went ahead and played the Warriors in the finals after making the conference finals 5 times. Jayson Tatum is a superstar. Yes, he has Jaylen Brown. Yes, not every night he's the best player on the team. He doesn't have to be. If Jayson Tatum was by himself with no Jaylen Brown, I bet you he averages 30. Does he need to go ahead and do that? No, because he already did it with Jaylen Brown. So he could easily do it without Jaylen Brown. So in 2022, the Celtics ended up meeting the Warriors in the NBA Finals. They lost in 6 games to Curry. This was the no KD Warriors. This was the Andrew Wiggins, Jordan Poole, Clay Curry, Draymond Looney. It was that squad. In that 2022 NBA Finals series, Jayson Tatum averaged 21, 7, and 7, shooting 36.7% from 2, 45.5% from 3, 45.5% from 3. Bro, that is knocking the socks off of the league average in 3-point shooting percentage. That is in the NBA Finals in 2022. Tatum. Now, if you go ahead and compare in that same series, Jayson Tatum to Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown did 23.5, 7, 4, 43% from 2, 34% from 3. Bro, they are so close and so neck and neck. People in the media, we have to stop making it seem like one is that much better than the other, bro. They're both equally as good. Tatum and Brown are probably the best pairing of wings I've seen in so long. They're a way better version than Kawhi and Paul George. Way better. They won a ring. They've been to 2 of the last 4 championships. I don't like that after that finals, they made it seem like this team needed to break up. They couldn't get it done. The year they lose in 2022 to the Warriors, the very next season is the year Tatum averaged 30 points a game. Now, obviously, they go ahead and they lose in the conference finals. That was the year the Nuggets played the Heat, and the Heat made it as a Cinderella run. We're going to transition to the year after that, where the Celtics actually made the finals. They meet Dallas in the finals, and they dominate. They don't just beat every team. They dominate every single team last year. All these years, we've had the Heat-Celtics rivalry. Last year, the Celtics beat them in 5. They go ahead and play the Cavs in the second round. The Celtics beat them in 5. In the conference finals last season, the Pacers end up going on a Cinderella run, making it to the conference finals. Celtics sweep them. Celtics last year were damn deserving to win that championship. Granted, they shoulda, woulda, coulda played the Nuggets. I wish that was the matchup. I wish that's how it played out. But obviously, they didn't even make it that far. It was Timberwolves, Mavericks in the conference finals on the West. So can't really be too picky about it. It's crazy to see that a team can really stick with 2 key pieces, just 2 key pieces. Now they go ahead and play the Mavs in the final. They win the NBA Finals. Now this is where things get a little fuzzy. Jaylen Brown ends up winning the Finals MVP. Jaylen Brown went ahead and averaged 20.8 points per game, 5 rebounds, 5 assists on 23.5% from 3. Tatum went ahead in the same series, averaged 22, 7, 7, 26% from 3. It's damn near the same. My whole point about this and bringing up stats to compare 2 players on the same team is just to go to show that they're both equally as good. The fact that people shit on Tatum because Jaylen Brown takes these shots, or people shit on Jaylen Brown because Tatum takes these shots, you can't do that. They're both equally as good. They're both amazing wings. Granted, I do think Jaylen Brown is a better defender than Jayson Tatum, but Jayson Tatum is a better pure scorer of the basketball than Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown is way less inconsistent, way more inconsistent on offense than Tatum is. I think you can rely on Tatum to get you 30 a game for 82 games straight. Jaylen Brown's not doing that. So to me, that's where it kind of gets into like Tatum is a superstar. Bro, you're not averaging 30 and you're not a superstar in the league. It just don't work like that, bro. You're a superstar. This Boston Celtics team, I'm just really excited to see what's gonna continue to come with this team. I'm not a Celtics fan. I do know some Celtics fans, but it is cool to see like a team that's built just like the Warriors. Like, yes, they do have some free agent acquisitions. It's Boston. It's a big market. It's the Celtics that have the most rings ever. You want to go there as a player. If you're a free agent and you're like, damn, where can I go this year to win a chip? I'm gonna go to Boston. Of course, that's where you want to go. That's a great team, man. But for them to build this organically, drafting Jaylen Brown, drafting Jayson Tatum, getting Derek White. Derek White wasn't this good on the Spurs. Obviously, yes, he was solid on the Spurs. He was a starting guard for them. But what he's become with this Celtics team, they take so much pressure off of him having to even create shots. All he has to do is focus on defense. So all that extra stuff that he can do is just a bonus feature, bonus factor. If the NBA season ended today, the Celtics would only have to play a play-in team, either the Pistons or the Knicks, and then they just like that right back into the conference final. I do think their ceiling here is a NBA Finals win, NBA Finals appearance, however you want to put it. That's their ceiling. Their floor, I think their floor is the conference finals. I don't think there's a way where the Celtics don't make it to the conference finals. I think they make it. I think they dominate their way to it. They're one of those teams that they just cruise. And then when it comes to playoff time, bro, their team is stacked. They still have had no Porzingis up to this point right now. It's looking bad for the NBA if the Celtics come out and win again and they're healthy. And then that's back-to-back championship. I don't know, man. Is a dynasty forming? If you guys enjoy this video, it takes a while for me to edit these. Please drop a like, comment, and subscribe. I really appreciate it. I'll be back here on Friday. Peace.